Greetings, heroes of Dominion. Zeus here with another exciting video, and today we're diving into the details about the new Asgard boss, Maestro of the Phantom Orchestra. Hero Wars has just released a video introducing this new challenge, but it was a bit abstract and left many players confused about how exactly the new boss works. The great news is that Osh, the previous Asgard boss, isn't going anywhere. Players will still have the chance to fight him, as Osh and Maestro will now rotate weekly. This gives us a fresh challenge each week and keeps things interesting in Asgard. In this video, we'll break down exactly how the Maestro boss works, clear up any confusion, and give you the details you need to prepare for battle. Let's jump right in. Maestro, the new Asgard boss, has two distinct forms, material and astral, and each one operates very differently. In the video, both forms are explained at the same time, which may have caused confusion for many players, so let's break it down clearly. When Maestro is in material form, he deals physical damage. One important thing to note in this form is that Maestro gradually builds resistance to all types of damage, including pure damage. This means that as the fight goes on in material form, your attacks, whether physical, magical, or even pure, will become less and less effective. For this reason, it's not recommended to try and deal damage to Maestro while he is in this form, as your efforts will be wasted. Instead, when Maestro is in material form, the focus should be on healing your team and preparing for the upcoming phase. Since you can heal your heroes in this form and take a bit of a breather, it's a good time to recover health and build up your team for the next round of the battle. The resistance Maestro builds in material form will make him much harder to damage effectively, so this is a period to strategize and focus on survival. When Maestro shifts into his astral form, things change dramatically. In astral form, Maestro deals magic damage, and more critically, he also reduces the healing your heroes receive. This can make it more challenging to keep your team alive during this phase. In astral form, Maestro is immune to all physical damage, meaning that if you try to hit him with physical attacks, they will have no effect. The only types of damage that work against Maestro in astral form are pure damage and magic damage. This form also sees Maestro dealing area damage, which means his attacks will hit multiple heroes at once, making it a much more dangerous phase. Despite the dangers, this is the form where Maestro is more vulnerable. While he deals more damage, he also receives more damage in astral form. So, this is the time to strike back with your pure and magic damage abilities. A key mechanic during this battle is the ability to switch Maestro's form between material and astral by using the W key. This allows you to change Maestro's form at specific moments during the battle. From the information provided in the video, it seems that astral form allows for more damage to be dealt both by and against Maestro. While you should focus on healing and resisting damage during the material phase, when Maestro is in astral form, you need to be fully prepared to launch your strongest attacks using magic and pure damage. The material form is more about defending and healing, while the astral form is about maximizing your offense but also enduring the heavy damage Maestro will deal in return. Understanding this balance between the two forms is crucial to mastering the fight against Maestro. In the material form, focus on keeping your team alive and avoid attacking too much. In the astral form, unleash your most powerful magic and pure damage attacks while ensuring your team can survive Maestro's high damage output. If your heroes are low on health, you can use the material form to heal and regroup before switching back to astral form for more aggressive attacks. Managing these transitions effectively will be key to defeating Maestro. In the battle against Maestro, he's not alone. Maestro has two powerful instruments, known as the soloists, which play a significant role in helping him during the fight. These instruments are called the horn and the harp, and each one brings unique challenges to your heroes. The horn is capable of stunning nearby heroes. When Maestro uses this ability, it temporarily disables your heroes, preventing them from acting. However, this stun effect can be dispelled or removed by healing. If your stunned heroes receive healing from any of your support heroes or healing abilities, the stun will be cancelled, allowing your heroes to return to the fight. So, it's important to have strong healers in your team to deal with the horn's stuns and keep your heroes active throughout the battle. The harp, on the other hand, weakens all of your heroes, likely lowering their stats or making them less effective in battle. This weakening effect can make it harder for your heroes to deal damage or resist attacks. But just like the horn's stun, the harp's weakening effect can also be dispelled. However, instead of using healing, the way to remove this effect is through control abilities. Control effects, such as stuns, silences, blinding, charm, slow, and other control abilities, will cancel the weakening effect caused by the harp. This means if you have heroes that can use stuns or silences, you'll want to deploy them strategically to remove the debuff and keep your heroes strong. Now, here's where it gets even more tactical. The horn and harp, as Maestro's soloists, behave differently depending on which form Maestro is in. When Maestro is in his material form, these soloists are immune to any of your attacks. This means that no matter how much damage you try to deal to them, you won't be able to defeat them while Maestro is in material form. During this phase, your focus should be on surviving, healing your team, and preparing for the next phase. However, when Maestro shifts into his astral form, the situation changes. In this form, the soloists, the horn and harp, become vulnerable to your attacks. This is your opportunity to target and destroy these instruments, weakening Maestro's ability to control the battlefield. Taking down the soloists when Maestro is in astral form will remove their ability to stun and weaken your heroes, giving you a crucial advantage in the fight. Understanding the behavior of the soloists and how to counter their effects is essential to surviving the fight against Maestro. You'll need to balance healing your team when the horn stuns them and using control abilities to dispel the harp's weakening effect. At the same time, you must pay attention to Maestro's form. When he's in material form, focus on defense, and when he shifts to astral form, take the chance to destroy the soloists and turn the tide of battle in your favor. By carefully timing your actions and taking advantage of the shifts between material and astral forms, you can not only mitigate the impact of the soloists but also gain the upper hand against Maestro in this challenging fight. In conclusion, to effectively deal with Maestro, you'll need to focus on 3 key elements. First, you'll need a strong healer to dispel the stuns from the horn and keep your team alive during the intense battle. Second, a magic or pure damage dealer is essential to deal with Maestro during his astral form, when he is immune to physical damage. Finally, you'll need a hero with control abilities to dispel the weakening effect from the harp and ensure your heroes can fight at full strength. With the right strategy, Maestro can be defeated, but it requires careful timing, team synergy, and an understanding of the boss's mechanics. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What team composition are you thinking of using against Maestro? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more hero wars, strategies and tips. Stay strong, Guardians, and together we will conquer the challenges of Asgard. Salute and friendship.